Sway back again with another video live from my car. Now it's safer and I can look at the camera because I am no longer driving. I know it's not safe, but I just had to get it out there. So this video I want to talk to you guys about, title is Are you too spiritual? I'm gonna talk about my journey for a little bit. So my journey's been going on since I came here. Actually, my journey's been going on forever. Who knows? There's just, who knows? Wisdom is admitting that you don't know anything. If you think you're a know-it-all, I thought I was a know-it-all, which I really don't know anything. There's so much to know. There's so much to do. There's so much to life. It's endless. It's absolutely endless. You could live so many lifetimes and still you probably would not have experienced all of life. So there are no know-it-alls, and the people that think they're know-it-alls, they don't really know it all. Wisdom is knowing that you don't know it all. And the ego comes out, and the ego gets a bad rep. I don't hate the ego. I do talk about, letting go of the ego and, having an ego death and things like that. But the ego always comes back. The ego will always be here, and it's not a bad thing. The ego, I think, makes things a little bit more fun, It's like just having more fun. Have more fun. Things don't have to be perfect. Things don't have to be the way that you want them to be. Just live it. Experience it, When I first started this YouTube channel, I was a raw vegan 100%, but of course now I'm not even really worried about that label anymore. I use it, but I'm not 100%. I'm still a high raw vegan. And I do believe if I was in the right environment where there was just nothing but fruits, I probably would eat nothing but fruits, but I'm not in that environment. So, it's a little bit easier. Let's say I want to go out with some friends. A lot of friends are not living this lifestyle. So if I want to have something, it's easier to just have it. But most of the time when I'm buying my own stuff, it's a bunch of fruits. I'm buying bananas, I'm buying watermelon, I'm about to start buying coconuts because now I'm craving coconuts. I need to go to Thailand and just have a coconut water fast. That would be amazing. But I'm talking about food, and that's not what this video is about. But are you too spiritual? So in that video, at that time when I started this channel, I had cut out a lot of things in my life. I had stopped watching TV. I had stopped playing video games. I still don't play video games. And I only watch minimal amount of TV, just a couple of TV shows on CW. That's about it, because I love comic books. But I don't have time to read them. I love The Flash. I love Iron Man. I love those things. Those bring me back to my childhood, and it's fun. And some of those shows have great lessons. The Flash had a beautiful episode a couple weeks ago when it talked about loving all aspects of yourself. Because the thing about it is, we complain about people, we complain about things, but the things that we complain about are usually the things that we're complaining about us. What we see in other people is what we see in us. So if you're complaining about people all the time, if you find yourself complaining, you need to look within and find out what's going on there, to see why you're complaining that, because the outer world is only reflecting back to you what's going on inside of you. And you can only see in others what you have seen in yourself, or what you are currently seeing in yourself. So, yeah, think about that. So, I cut out TV, but there are things that I cut out that I still, I still don't drink coffee. I rarely drink alcohol. Once in a blue moon, I'll drink alcohol. I just have there's no point to it for me. I'll do another video about getting high off of life. I smoke weed occasionally, but, I had stopped all these things, right? I stopped them all, I just cut them off. And it was great at the time, because I needed a break. I needed a break from all that stuff to get a new perspective. And I was high on life, and I was feeling good. I was waking up early. I was on it. I was on point. I was blissful. And it was beautiful. But this was great, when I was alone. This was great when I was alone by myself. But then I started, I wanted to share the message. I want to get back into the world. And, and I started surrounding myself with more people. And, of course, it got a lot harder to keep up those things because, we do get influenced by our surroundings. It's going to happen. We get influenced by the people around us. The people that we hang out with, we will get influenced. So, I got influenced by things again. And I went back to a lot of those things, but, now I'm all about balance. When I was trying to be, so spiritual, I was trying to be, perfect. I was trying to be clean, 100% raw, 100% sober, all this stuff. I had all these things that I had to meet, all these criterias. And at the end of it, it kind of drove me crazy. It drove me nuts. I was living a really yo-yo life because, you know, stress got to me, and then I was just yo-yoing. And with everything that I was going through, it was a lot easier to just let go, you know. We attach ourselves to labels. We attach ourselves to spirituality. We also attach ourselves to, like, the ego. We allow ourselves to think that, like we like to think that we, you know, that we're this person that, like, we know it all. Like, I still had that feeling, you know. I still was living from the ego, even as I started my spiritual, you know. And I still live in my ego sometimes, and that's fine. I love seeing me be in my ego and then catching myself. I'm like, huh, JJ, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Because, you know, it's like going between the ego and love. It's good to have that contrast because it's a reminder. You know, every time that I'm in my ego, it reminds me and it brings me back to love. You know, it gives me another way to get back to love. It gives me another indication of when I have left love so I can be in love more. So I'm loving the contrast, and I'm loving the detachment from the labels, because these labels are words, and, you know, they can, and words confuse things. Words totally confuse things, and words make people go crazy. So we got to go above the words, and we got to start feeling. So, like, don't try so hard, you know. If you find yourself trying hard to maintain something, to do something, just let it go, because resistance makes stronger. And if you're resisting things, you're most likely going to find your way back to them. And now I'm no longer resisting anything, to be honest with you. I'm no longer resisting anything, because when you resist things, like, they're constantly in your mind, they're running in your subconscious mind, because you're resisting them. You're like, oh, I can't have that, I can't do this, I can't do this. Like, look at all the I can't. Those are not good words to be in your vocabulary. You know, you don't want those words to be in your vocabulary. Now I'm just like, I'm free to do whatever I want, and I'm just in a much better place because I don't have those I can't anymore. It's more like I can, or it's like I can if I want to. See, I can if I want to. That's better than I can't. I don't want to have that I can't. So I'm just gonna stop saying that for this video. I've said it a lot, but I can if I want to. You know, if I want to smoke weed, I can if I want to. But being high on life like today, whew, I woke up, like, I don't know if I can really explain how good it feels to just be high on life. To be high on life, to be high on gratitude, to be humble, to have humbled yourself, to not be trying to attain anything. You know, the thing about spirituality too, we're always trying to reach new levels. We're trying to do all these things, and a lot of these things are outside of us. And in reality, there is nothing outside of us. We have everything that we need within us. Something that I practice a lot is just knowing that I have what it takes within. That I don't need so many things outside of me in order to thrive, in order to live, in order to be happy. You know, a lot of people, they want to be somewhere before they can be happy. They're like, I need to detox so much. I need to, you know, I need to go do this fast. I need to unlock all these chakras. I need to do this. I need to do that. Like, they want to get somewhere before they're satisfied with where they are. Me, I'm satisfied as heck where I am right now. I'm so satisfied. I'm so happy. I'm so blissful. I'm so blessed. We're all blessed. If you're watching this, you're alive and you can hear me and you can see me. You are blessed. It is a blessing to be able to sense these things. If you lost any of your senses, you would realize that you took them for granted. So don't take them for granted. Use them. Use your body or lose it. Love people or lose them. Like, it's just, you know, be grateful for the whole experience. And try to avoid anything that will cause separation. You know? And the way I do that, to avoid a separation, is do it out of love. You know? When you go to people, you need to be medicine for them. And it's hard to be medicine for people if you're like telling them that they need to cut out all these things. I don't usually tell people that they need to cut things out. I just tell them like what I've done and how it has changed my life. And my energy, my smile, my presence, all of that, you know, it all works together. And, you know, like, and, you know, their ego just kind of goes away for a little bit, because at that moment, I'm not talking to their ego. I'm talking to their higher self. I'm talking to the love inside of them. I'm talking to the light inside of them. I'm talking to the side of them that wants to be happy, that wants to be calm, that wants to let go and be free and express who they truly are. And that's what I do. And so it's been a crazy journey. It's been a wild ride, but I've enjoyed all of it. It's been absolutely fun. I don't regret any of it. And I hope that you have taken something from this, and I love you. If you like this video, hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you guys on the next one. Remember, don't take life too seriously. Have a little bit of fun, laugh randomly. I was driving to work today, and I was just thinking about how we get so caught up in our minds and we run around in circles, and I just started laughing my butt off, man. I was just laughing in the car. And sometimes you can just, if you want, just sit there and just laugh, because laughing is so healing. Smile, do good things, all right? Life is simple. The truth is simple, lies are complicated, and the truth is in the fruit. Peace.